ESPN Centennial Bank Stadium, Jonesboro, Arkansas, for Arkansas State and Georgia State. Sean Elliott and the Panthers looking to get a win on the road against Arkansas State, a five-time Sun Belt champion, as we are getting close to kickoff and welcoming you into ESPN Thursday Night College Football, presented by Capital One. And with that, welcome in Mike Golic Jr. and Matt Berry alongside. So happy to be back with you on Thursday Night Football. Georgia State, one of the better offensive teams in this league, was just dealt a huge blow. We just learned of this moments ago. The Sun Belt's leading rusher, fourth leading rusher in the FBS, Destin Coates, not available for Georgia State tonight. This is huge.
A huge blow for a team that's built in its head coach's likeness. Sean Elliott, the former offensive line coach, wants to get after it and get downhill. This is a top 10 rushing offense in FBS on rush yards per game, and this is a huge blow to one of the guys that's a big engine.
This guy's the star for their team, 131.5 yards per game, not going to be available tonight. Other people affected by this, we'll get to that throughout the broadcast. But Arkansas State, from their side, Blake Anderson like to tell you, they're going to shoot down that notion of if you have two quarterbacks, you don't have one. Both Logan Bonner and Lane Hatcher will play tonight. These two quarterbacks make one very good quarterback for the Red Wolves.
One top 10 quarterback, depending on how you look at it. 14 combined touchdown passes for them, good for second in all of FBS. And Lane Hatcher's a guy that's taken advantage of his opportunities and pushed Logan Bonner every step of the way. Bonner, the day one starter in 2019, goes down with a thumb injury, and then ever since then, Lane Hatcher has been pushing and earning his way onto the field for this offense.
Golic Jr., see what we did for you? We combined the numbers. Those are both the numbers that make one good quarterback. We will see both Arkansas State throwers tonight. We're getting close to kickoff. This has been the Nissan pregame rush. Kickoff from Jonesboro is next, and now a look inside Nissan's Heisman House. As we get close to kickoff in Jonesboro, Arkansas, for more on the two quarterbacks for the Red Wolves, we go to the third member of our team, and Tara Talmadge.
Well, guys, usually when a team is playing two different quarterbacks, it means they're looking for an answer. They're looking for one guy to really separate himself. But that's not the case with this Arkansas State.
In a couple minutes.
Logan Bonner and Lane Hatcher are both starters for this team. And that's because they have a system that really works for them. It's something that was put into place by Keith Heckendorf, an offensive coordinator for Arkansas State, who said each guy knows what they're going to get into the game with. They know their rotation, and they don't deviate from that. So that way neither guy is really looking over their shoulder, wondering what will happen if they make a mistake.
Tara, they said the buy-in has been key for everyone in this program. You've got Lane Hatcher, comes by way of Alabama. He's come in and done exactly what his coaches needed him to do, along with Logan Bonner. This has been the Nissan pregame rush. All right, so Mike Golic Jr. had some good Sun Belt football action last night. He had a big one between Coastal Carolina, Louisiana, Chanticleers. They got the win to remain undefeated. Now we get Quavian White, Terrence Dixon deep to receive, and Elliott Nimrod set to kick off for Arkansas State as we begin back-to-back nights of Sun Belt football here on ESPN.
Yep.
That's going to be White receiving a kick. Cut back there to the 24-yard line. This will be our first look at Cornelius Brown IV, nicknamed Quad. I'll help you out. Cornelius Brown IV, Baker McQuad.
Even I can understand that, man. No question. And we see they first saw him recruiting him as a high school point guard, and they said, if we're going to run 80 plays a game, we want you to go out there and hit 80 layups for us. You see the list of offers there, highly recruited, incredibly talented, and a guy that, for an offense that's going to feature some triple option, still learning some of those elements. He's a bona fide downfield passing stud.
And again, if you're just joining us, he will not have these services of Destin Coates, their star running back, unavailable to play tonight. So it'll be a running back by committee. And we'll learn with you as Tucker Gregg gets the first carry of the game for a gain of about 4.
And we're going to see the pace on display here. We mentioned they want to get up and go and try to get to that 80-play mark. You practice going fast to earn it in a game like this.
Early movement out of the offensive line. You had mentioned
false start. Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
You would mention the 80 layups, which is what they told their quarterback, Quad Brown, once get out there. Brad Glenn, the offensive coordinator, said, hey, look, just go out there, run within the offense. They've had to teach him some things. A redshirt freshman won the job in camp and paced every bit of what this offense
Yeah, black and red.
Brown's going to keep it himself. Gets tripped up after a gain of 5.
And you're going to see Malik Sumter on the move plenty tonight. Number 62, their center, who they pulled around to lead for their quarterback. And keeping it simple right now, getting it to a third and manageable distance here. Keep an eye out for these 2 tight ends, Roger Carter and Aubrey Payne, real versatile pieces in this offense.
Sean Elliott called them jokers. You can do just about anything with them. Brown to throw, rolling out to his right, throws across his body, and the pass falls incomplete. Intended for Roger Carter.
Good job, defense.
And so we saw there, if you're looking to go tempo, Matt, the worst thing that kills you is pre-snap penalties. They spend time rolling the tape during practice after the whistle blows to make sure they're doing the right things in practice, getting ready for the next play, getting back to the line of scrimmage, looking for the signal, and then you got to go up there and execute, not shoot yourself in the foot like that.
So Michael Hayes deep to punt for Georgia State. Rashad Paul.
Ooh, get it, get it.
Through Hayes' hands. He's got to fall on it, and Arkansas State.
Yes!
It will have remarkable field position inside the 5-yard line.
And that one you're going to see all on Hayes, hits him directly in the hands right there. And just can't get a hold of it.
Grab it, Pat. Grab it. Hurry, hurry. No, Pat. No.
Sudden change for this Georgia State defense, who's going to start the night backed up on their own end, having to answer.
So Santa Tuatavaki, the player that fell on it. Special teams so big in games like this, and early on, the turnover snap looked like it was pretty good, just goes through the punter's hand, and here comes Arkansas State in a quick change in good field position. Logan Bonner, the starter at quarterback, as we expected. The hand up the middle to Jamal Jones, fights his way for a gain of 3, 2nd and goal.
Jamal Jones, who they called the ultimate team player, a great downhill runner for this team.
He's going to run it downhill again, but he's met immediately. Good stop by the Georgia State defense to get in there on Jones.
This is a defense for Georgia State that's going to be active at the snap. Undersized up front with their 3-down group, but they're going to move them, slant them, and stunt them all over and try and muddy up the picture, especially down here in the low red zone.
And this big Dante Wilson, nose guard on the tackle, so 3rd and goal. Red Wolves would love to take advantage of the special teams opportunity. Bonner gonna throw a quick pop over the middle, caught, touchdown, Arkansas State. Reed Tyler, one of the tight ends for the Red Wolves, gives them an early 6-0 lead off the turnover on special teams.
We talked to Keith Heckendorf, their offensive coordinator, about this group. He said, we've got more production through 4 games out of our tight ends this year than we did all of last season, and you can see why there. A great, tough, contested catch off the first drive and a great touchdown pass to start the night for Logan Bonner.
Blake Grupe on for the extra point. And just like that, Arkansas State at home, a quick 7-0. Turnovers and special teams key. First possession of the game for Georgia State. The punt goes through Michael Hayes' hands. And Reed Tyler capitalizes. Touchdown Red Wolves. We're off and running here on Thursday Night College Football on ESPN. Junior back with you. Arkansas State off to a quick 7-0 lead. Turnover on special teams and a quick strike. Blake Anderson entering his 7th year at Arkansas State. So Elliot Nimrod set to kick for the Red Wolves. Quavian White and Terrence Dixon deep to receive for the Panthers after the quick strike on offense after the turnover. Fair catch. Ball is going to go to the 25-yard line. We'll take another look at Quad Brown and this Panthers offense. And when you look at both of these head coaches, Mike Golic Jr., Sean Elliott trying to build something here at Georgia State. Only been an FBS program now for 8 years. And Blake Anderson, he's been there for 7 years, trying to win another conference championship. They've won 5 of them.
Blake Anderson, certainly the school that knows a thing or two about prominent coaches going on to have success after they leave Ark State. But he said he's thankful to be where he is now. He believes this is exactly where he is supposed to be. And Georgia State, where they're used to being after last week. Remember, a pick 6 on the first play against East Carolina in their last outing.
Got a quick strike to Dixon, who gets first down yardage and a big gain on first down to move the chains. And that's what they've got to do to Quad, get him back into a rhythm. There's a gain of 15 to Dixon. Jameis Williams down the backfield. He's going to take it off the right side. Immediately met by Arkansas State defenders. He was a running back. If you're just joining us, Desmond Coates out. Jameis Williams, a player that we thought we'd see to added depth for the running back. So 2nd and 9. That's Dixon in motion. Brown's going to keep it and pitch it off to Dixon. Short game, run out of bounds by Jarius Revenant.
And this is one of our first looks at the triple option elements of this offense. And Quad Brown, we know he came out of high school as a great downfield passer, and they said they really had to spend time. They had 6 spring practices this year, giving him reps at being an option quarterback for the first time in his career.
So another 3rd and 6, 3rd and manageable. Brown, plenty of time to throw, looks over the middle, caught. Now they're saying it's incomplete. Intended for Sam Pinkney, their big play receiver, and Pinkney says he caught it.
Rolling on the field is an incomplete pass.
Golic Jr., what say you?
Great timing right here. Let's see if he controls it all the way to the ground, and it looks like you see it sneak out at the bottom there. Again, nothing wrong with the football touching the ground, but you've got to control it all the way through. That time you see it loose, and a good call by the officials in real time.
The ball's going to fall to the turf. Another punt situation. Again, Michael Hayes misplayed the snap on the last one, which led to an Arkansas State touchdown.
Ruling on the field, an incomplete pass is under video review.
Now, I was not here last week, but we've been playing a game with Mike Golic Jr. You make the call. Now, you've already made your call.
Sticking with it,
You're
Matt.
sticking with,
Sticking with
all right.
it.
All right, we'll see if Mike Golic Jr. can stay perfect on the season. That's what matters when we come back. Punt, Rashad Paul, deep to receive for Arkansas State. Snap, clean, hold, clean, punt, not. You see the Arkansas State coach is running up the sideline. We'll see where they spot this. At about the 41-yard line, so a tough start for Michael Hayes, the punter for Georgia State. We already saw Logan Bonner chuck a touchdown pass. In fact, a touchdown pass to every start this season. In 8 out of his 9 games, we'll get our first look at Lane Hatcher.
Heck of an athlete, a high school wrestler, a man after my father's own heart.
Snap high, able to corral it, quickly caught by Jonathan Adams, their star receiver, and met immediately by the Georgia